What is up, guys? Today is prank week, and you know what that means. I'm gonna pull some epic pranks on Teddy, and Teddy is gonna pull some epic pranks on me. Make sure you like and subscribe for future content just like this. For today, I'm gonna spread rumors about Teddy, and he's gonna spread rumors about me. But we're not just gonna spread them willy-nilly. No, we're gonna spread them calculatively. To do this, we can use a system of linear partial differential equations developed by Jessica Dieters, Isabel Aguiar, and Jackie Feuerborn. These partial differential equations calculate the spread of a rumor as if it were the spread of an infectious disease, such that if somebody hears and believes a rumor, it's as if they're infected with the disease.
Hey everyone, so these are our three partial differential equations right here. And as you can see, they all depend on each other as well as three different constants. The function s of t, this function right there, measures the size of the population that is susceptible to believing the gossip. This means that they have not yet heard the gossip, yet they might hear it and they might believe it. The function I of t, measures the size of the population that is infected with the gossip. This is to say that the infected population has heard the rumors and they believe that they are true. And then the function r of t, we got some r's right here. Function r of t represents those who have recovered from the gossip, that they have heard the gossip and they know that it is false. We have to keep in mind that the gossip is not a usual infectious disease, and so it only spreads through direct interaction with those who believe that the rumors are true. The last important thing to note is that these functions s, I, and r of t represent the whole population. Nobody in the given population is able to represent either s, nor I, nor r. So the partial equations partial s of t, partial I of t, and partial r of t measure the rates at which these respective populations are either growing or shrinking over time.
Now that we know what each function represents, we can analyze these four different constants we see here: rho, beta, gamma, and alpha. This constant rho represents the constant percentage of the population who, if they hear the rumor, will immediately know that it is false. This means that rho is predictive, it is set, and predicts how many people will be immune, if you will, from the disease before the disease begins to spread. In mathematical terms, this means that rho represents the population who will move directly from S to R, right here, without ever becoming infected.
Then we have other constants, like beta here, which represents how contagious this gossip is. Dieters and all those other people who made that study describe it as the per capita rate per unit of time that the interaction between populations will lead to infection. In real-life scenarios, this constant is calculated in consideration to many things, such as the environment that the rumor spreads in, how juicy said gossip is, what the gossip is about, and where the gossip started. All of these factors influence how fast this gossip is going to spread.
The constant gamma also represents how easy it is to refute the gossip with your own facts. This constant will be dependent on things like the nature of the gossip and the population's environment.
We have one last parameter, and that parameter is alpha. We have an alpha here, and we have an alpha here. Alpha represents how convincing the believers of the gossip are. That is to say, it measures how good those in I are at keeping others in I from moving to R. Furthermore, it also accounts for those in I being able to bring those in R back to being in the I population. This implies that as a contagious disease, recovering from the disease does not actually make you immune.
Now that's a lot of abstract math, so let's see it in action here on Prank Week. Get out of here, Teddy! Alright, for my rumor, I'm gonna be telling my friend Ethan that Teddy likes to eat dog food. Now that's an epic prank. Let's bring in Ethan! Hey Ethan, I heard that Teddy likes to eat dog food. Ethan here loves spreading gossip, and he's constantly spreading rumors. Due to this, the number of people who hear his rumors will immediately not believe it. So for Ethan, 70% of people will be immune from his gossip. Keep in mind, our dorm building consists of 100 people. So for 1 minus rho equals 0.7, we know that rho is equal to 0.3. Our constant beta here is going to be pretty high. We live in a close quarters dorm where everyone is always talking, and this gossip is pretty juicy. So, out of a population of 100, we can say that each infected person spreads the rumor to 10 new people per day. This means that our beta equals 0.1. Admittedly, our rumor is a little outlandish, and so it gets rejected fairly easily. Its outlandishness allows it to spread quickly, but also makes it easy to refute. So, every day, 6 people who previously believed the rumor to be true actually realize it to be false. So, for our population, gamma is equal to 0.06. Also keep in mind that this is a pretty negative rumor. We like Teddy, and our dorm doesn't want him to be eating dog food. This means that those who are infected with the rumor don't really want it to be true. This means that our infected population is getting to a pretty bad job of reconvincing those who have recovered. This means our constant alpha will also be pretty low. Let's say only one person who has recovered will be reconvinced per day. That is, alpha is equal to 0.01. Here's our graph that we made using a Python code that measures the changes in population over time of the susceptible population in blue, the infected population in red, and the recovered population in yellow. As you can see, the line spreads pretty quickly, but a lot of people are immediately immune or recover pretty quickly from hearing the rumor. By day 2, pretty much everybody has heard the lie. It should be noted that not everybody will end up realizing that this rumor is false. Our population change will stabilize after about just 3 days, and it will stabilize with about 30% of the population forever believing that Teddy eats dog food, and you can see that reflected in our immune but not recovered population. I'd say that's a pretty successful prank.
Alright, you got me good, James, but now it's my turn to spread some lies about you. For my rumor, I'm going to be telling my friend Mike here that James folds his underwear.
Wait, Teddy, that's not a very good prank.
Sure it is. I'm talking about his underwear, and that's hilarious. Hey Mike, I heard that James likes to fold his underwear. Mike's a pretty chill guy, and he's often not gossiping. Due to this, when he tells somebody something, they listen. For Mike, only 5% of people are going to be immune to his gossip. He's usually a pretty trustworthy source, so we do 1 minus rho is equal to 0.05, so rho is 0.95. According to Mike, this isn't very juicy gossip. Admittedly then, it's not going to spread all that fast. That is, the gossip isn't all too contagious. Out of our population of 100, we can assume that an infected person will spread this rumor to 2 other people per day. That means our beta is 0.02. This gossip is really believable though. People are pretty likely to immediately believe that James folds his underwear, and very few people have actually seen him do his laundry, so they don't have much reason to refute this gossip. So only one person is going to realize that the rumor is false every 2 days. In other words, every day, half a person is going to realize that this rumor is false. So our gamma is going to be 0.005. Our infected population won't do a very good job of reconvincing those who have already recovered from the gossip because it's just not that interesting of gossip, apparently. Apparently, people just don't care enough about it to put real hard work with reconvincing others. At the same time, though, this gossip is easy to believe, and it shouldn't be hard to reconvince someone who has already recovered with just a little bit of effort. Thus, our alpha would be low as 0.02. Where only 2 people who have recovered from the gossip will be reconvinced per day. Here's our graph of the spread of gossip over time. The different population changes per group are marked in the same colors as before, as we have the susceptible in blue, the infected in red, and the recovered in yellow. Notice that my gossip spreads a little bit slower than James's, but after just around 4 days, everyone has heard the rumor, and after these 4 days, the population changes and starts to stabilize almost immediately. Our infected population increases rapidly, and very few people ultimately realize the gossip is false. At the end of just 5 days, right around here, the population is stable, and about 90% of our dorm believe that James folds his underwear. And that's awesome.
So whose prank was ultimately more successful?
Obviously mine. Way more people believed my gossip at the end of the day. While your gossip spread faster, it was way easier to refute, and more people ended up recovering from your gossip than ultimately believing it.
Yeah, but the main reason why so many people ended up believing your gossip was because it wasn't very juicy gossip at all. All you managed to do at the end of the day was convince people that I fold my underwear. That's not even embarrassing.
I got him. He said underwear.